Hi there, I'm Lisa Doyle with J. Rockcliffe Realtors, and I wanted to give a message to buyers today. I've had probably 10 calls in the last 3 days from buyers who really want to buy homes, but they want to know what's the best timing. You know, how should they structure their strategy on timing? Is now a good time to buy a home? What should they do to prepare? Just lots of concerning questions. So I wanted to answer some of your questions for you and hopefully give you some information that will help empower you to be more confident about your purchase. And I have to tell you, I've been in the business for 24 years and I have never, ever seen a time where, first of all, interest rates at 4%. When I first started in the business, we were 14% interest rates. So when we dropped to 9%, we thought single digits, amazing. So 4%, I have to tell you, right now the Fed is loaning money at 0% as far as the Fed is concerned. So interest rates are not likely to go any lower than they are today, and they're really truly likely to rise. So this is such a great opportunity, and of course our real estate prices are soft across the board, have come down and have really hit a place where in many markets are stable. And even if we see a little bit more of a softening, which is very possible, interest rates are most likely to rise, which will completely wipe out the benefit of you buying at a lower price. So I just wanted to share that with you. But there's an update as far as the FHA financing that I wanted to give. I get a lot of questions about down payment with buying a home. Many buyers today feel like they have to come in with 20% down, which I don't know if many of you realize. You can buy a home right now at 3% down with an FHA loan in our market up to $729,000. Which means 3% down is a very low amount of money. And the new regulations that just came in this last month actually allow the consumer to even borrow that 3%. So a first-time buyer can buy a home up to $729,000, borrow their down payment of 3%. We can actually structure it so the seller pays the closing costs, and you can buy a home, again, with not a huge amount of money. As long as you've got good stable income and good credit, you can purchase a home at these very low prices with low interest rates. So that 20% belief is not true. And then again, we found out there's been a change as well as far as the typical 20% down conventional loans, where you can actually borrow that down payment, or a good portion of that down payment can be borrowed, where it used to be required that it was actually personal seasoned funds. So that helps the buyer. So I wanted to share a couple quotes that I found from years past, where people may have believed that real estate wouldn't rise, and it may give you a little bit of inspiration as to what's truly possible today. I've personally been through 3 cycles where the market went up, plateaued, came down, plateaued, went up. It's a normal cycle. So this is an interesting quote. Back in 1977, the quote was, and this was in the New York Times, that the median price of homes today is approaching $50,000. Housing is predicted to not rise any further than that and plateau at that $50,000. That was back in 1977, so we all know what happened to prices after that. So just to give you a little encouragement. One other quote that I thought was really fun is that here in 1948, the quote was, "Houses cost too much today for the average consumer. The likelihood is that consumers will not choose to buy homes, that they will choose to rent homes." And the average home price was $8,000. So these were in major newspapers across the country, and I have hundreds of quotes like this. But you get the point that where we are now is absolutely truly not where we will stay. And the good thing about our market right now is we're seeing some signs of some positive in the market. The Dow Jones is recovering. There's some good economical signs, and real estate prices come and go. And yet over the long haul, it's been proven time after time after time that every peak outperforms the previous peak. So our market peaked out at the end of 2005. We will hit bottom and rise again, and our next peak will be likely to outperform the previous peak. So is this a good time to buy? The lowest interest rates we've had since I can track, and incredibly good prices, and a very good competition out there for buyers to get out and get a good value. It's an amazing time to buy. But if you have questions about your personal circumstances, give me a call. I'm so happy to help you. Answer your questions, whether you choose to buy now or later. We're happy to help. My name again is Lisa Doyle. My cell phone direct is 925-890-7443, and I'm so looking forward to helping you.